I'm Aaron Hallett. I write original Christian rock. I had a little bit of something just playing in my head, so I put it down on my phone. I've got GarageBand on here, and I can open up a little piano thing and just tap on the screen. I imported that onto this MIDI thing here. It's choppy because I played it on my phone, but you know. That sounds absolutely awful, but like I said, just getting the notes down so I could kind of remember the concept. Sounds like a piano on here. On here, it's on a guitar MIDI. Yeah, sure, why not? So I'm gonna mute this thing because I want to ignore it now. I'm gonna do this faster. I'm gonna actually have the time though, because I'm gonna get up there and it's gonna be like da-da-da-da, and all right, kind of adjusting this to do what I want to do. Let me just hit record. See what happens. So that's left and right side done. Got a few mistakes in there, but I'm not gonna sweat it. I actually had a comment yesterday. I was debating even say it, but it just makes me laugh. Some person, I think they were implying, it's hard to tell with context on these things, but I think he was implying that my guitar solo short was fake because it's impossible some human could play that or something. I get that, and then simultaneously some other dude, you know, will be like, this is basic and boring and you suck. And I'm like, which one is it? If you're writing anything or doing anything, just don't listen to people. They have no idea what they're talking about. So I'm going to layer this. I am just going to do that, jump to the right side and dub it too. All right, I only did that part because I don't know if I want to continue the harmonies or do something else. So let me just listen. I might stop the harmonies and now just do unison. Piece together, but that's how I do it sometimes. Now I'm going to do some cleans with a lot of... They're just swamped with delay, reverb, and a little modulation. With all of the reverb and delay swamped on this thing, it actually sounds like a synth part when I turn it down. So the guitar sounds like a keyboard synth, and then later I will layer MIDI guitars with a keyboard that sound like guitars. So it's funny. Both things sound like the other. So I'm going to turn these cleans down. All right, so I'm tuning and I'm going to do the guitar solo. I just improvise. This is in A major, so all I got to do is play the A major scale and all over the place. That's my method. Unless I got an accidental in there, and then which is like a sharper flat that's out of the key, if you don't know. But, you know, I'll follow that as need be. But in this case, it's all A major. Input monitoring. It's a guitar solo. Ugh, let me listen to it. I'm not going to really know until the bass is there, but let me see if those dubs are too loud. Surprisingly, no. Okay, that's good. It's probably because I did them in higher range and stuff. Okay, I just grabbed my bass and tuned it. That's a bass, yay. Bass guitar is done. I'm gonna do a keyboard MIDI. I can't get on the freaking part. There we go. So I'm just gonna layer that on the guitars. So when I get to these sections, it just sounds huge. So those are really low octave guitars, like as if I had an 8 string, and it just kind of reinforces my bass guitar, which is not a very low-end heavy bass sound. Well, that was my second try. First try, I forgot to turn the camera on. So, first try was better, but I'm an idiot. And I perpetually come in, think the camera's on, start playing, and I turn around and nothing's recorded. And I'm like, you moron. Checking. Okay, I'm good. I put lyrics down. I was doing some warm-up stuff, so I've got these currently muted things. It's just me, like, trying stuff. Did I say words on this? I don't even know. So that's just like a practice try. Chorus. What's this? I've got a crappy practice take where I just did some falsetto, but let me listen to that. Key. Get the chorus on the top because I have a propensity. My eyes go into the wrong spot. Actually, I like that. Okay. I'll keep it. I am totally just pasting these choruses. Why? I want the consistency. Just like the stuff with the guitars, a lot of my videos, I would just sing a one take right through, but just lately, I'm kind of wanting consistent choruses, and since I am coming up with this 5 freaking seconds before I sing it, I kind of forget when I go from first to second chorus or something like that. There's no muscle memory set, and I just, blank. I end up resetting, and then I tax my voice doing it too many times, like all the way through, because I invariably will mess up the end of the song instead of the beginning. I'm also running my chorus mostly. The verse I leave a little more dry, but running the chorus through some effects stuff that I just have now that I think sound really cool. Anyway, that's it. Whole thing's done. Lyrics are down there. I changed the second verse. See, I so come up with this right on the spot that I just copy pasted the verse, so I just made up lyrics when I got there to kind of complement the first verse because I was too lazy to change them. I still might be because I just am. The lyrics, as close as they are to what I actually sang, are going to be copy pasted to the bottom of the description box. The middle of my description box has where you can find me online, purchase and stream my music. iTunes, Amazon, Spotify are the top of the list. If you use one of those services, go to that service, type my name in the search bar. You should find me. Type Barren Hallett, same as a YouTube channel, should pop up. The top thing I've got is a link that is going to take you to the best Bible teaching I know of. And I put that there because seeing what's online, there's a lot of subjective stuff, which means they're importing traditional, denominational, personal, emotional baggage, a lot of text out of context, and skewing the crap out of the meaning. I put this link here because that doesn't happen here. It's objective teaching. It's what does this actually say? Grammar translation from the original languages. And I do see people that say they do that, but they're still like usually saying, okay, this says this, and then they go off on something else and they're wrong. This doesn't do that. It just, what does this actually say in context? Because text out of context is error. It's just bird's eye view of the whole thing. Really clears a lot of things up. So check it out if you want. I just put it there as a resource. Subscribe, like, comment, share. I just come out here and write a song every day. I do it with the mindset that I just keep going. I get more practice every time I do it, and I don't really care if anything's perfect. I just play and done. Turn on the camera and show you my process, and that's it. And that's what you just saw. Whole thing takes about like 40, 50 minutes. I edit the video for time. So, yeah. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. That's it for today. Final mix master with all the parts together is coming up right after I shut up, and that'll be its own video. I usually put out a guitar solo short, and then later in the day, I put up a metal song that I do on another computer. Anyway, see you later. Thanks for watching. I just got a text message if you heard the ding. And yeah, bye.